Skull, skull, skull. That's for you, Nick Diaz. That's for you. Obviously, all we could bank on right now is the rest of the division losing. That's it. As Eagles fans right now, we have to figure out our identity as a football team. Are we going to be good on the road? Are we going to be a good offensive team? Are we going to be a good defensive team? What are we? What are we going to be? Are we going to be good at home? Because nothing is consistent right now. Play calling, the identity of the football, the goddamn starting lineup ain't even consistent. Granted, we started gelling in the second half of the game, but that's not good enough, man. That's not good enough. That's not championship football. We playing 8-8 football right now, man. We playing 8-8 football. We playing wild card team football. We're not playing championship football, man. We not. It's official. I think we got a Super Bowl hangover. I think we got a hangover on our hands. We got to do what we got to do to correct this situation right now, man. We got to correct this situation. And correcting this situation, I think one thing that'll help us is starting off fast and starting off establishing an identity, establishing a game plan that we know we could work with. Let's start off running the ball. Let's start off running the ball. We don't have a strong pass defense, so why are we not using our strong run? We don't have a strong passing line, a strong pass offensive line. We have a strong running offensive line. We need to utilize that early in the game and set the tempo. And control the clock and keep the time of possession in our favor so dangerous quarterbacks like Kirk Cousins don't get to do what he did. I mean, granted, Carson Wentz threw for more yards than Kirk Cousins, but Kirk Cousins was pinned in his own damn our red zone. Whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm just distraught, man, about what was happening, man. Man, that wasn't as tough as a loss as last week, but a loss is a loss. A loss is a loss. We were beat today. Fair and square, we were beat today. It was some questionable calls, but it didn't stop us from being able to take control of this game. So we can't blame coaching. In the first half, people were saying, put Nick Foles back in the game. What are you talking about? We can't blame coaching. We can't blame referees. We can't blame anything. We have to blame execution. We have to blame execution. We're still dealing with a cornerback issue. I mean, we gave up another 100 yards to another receiver this week. Adam Thielen put a record up on our head. It's getting too repetitive. It's getting too repetitive. We just need to come together as a group and get it done. I feel like we played a better offensive game than a better defensive game and offensive game than a lot of people expected, but we couldn't get anything going in an entire half of football. In an entire half of football against a one-dimensional team who can't run. Who can't run? They had no dimensions to them until it was time to salt away the game. Then they magically breaking off 11-yard runs. We gave them a gift. They got a fumble for a touchdown. Stuff like that can't happen if we want to win. Protection is critical. Protection is critical. This is the second week in a row where Lane Johnson gave up a sack fumble, a strip fumble. This is the second. We have 14 fumbles on the season. 14 fumbles on the season. And we lost 7 of them. We're not playing consistent football. We're not looking like the Philadelphia Eagles right now. We're looking like a damn junior varsity team to start every game so far this season. We got to start hot and we got to start better than what we started off at. This is a disappointing 2 weeks, a disappointing two-game losing streak we're on right now. Now we got to deal with the New York Giants, who looked okay in my opinion. Who looked okay. You know what I mean? They got the tools to beat us actually. They got dangerous wide receivers. The New York Giants. We got to do our job. We can't make it anybody else's job. We can't bank on the quarterback to have a bad game. We got to make him have a bad game. It's on us. It's on us. We all we got, man. It's on us. We don't need no extra personnel. We need to tighten up what's in our room. Tighten up what's in our room. How we only sacked Kirk Cousins 1 time? Seriously? With the names on our defensive line, 1 sack? 1 sack is all we can muster up? Where's our heart? Where's our passion? 1 sack is all we can muster up. Come on, man. 1 sack is all we can muster up. I don't believe it. I don't believe it, man. I don't believe it. We're not going to talk about any ifs or any hypotheticals. I don't think the offense played bad at all in the second half. But if they started that way, like, why does it take a pep talk for the offensive line at halftime to understand you got to block for the franchise quarterback so we can get some movement downfield? Why does it take a halftime adjustment? You should be coming out with this mindset in the game. To start the game. You should be coming out with this mindset. That's what's disheartening to me. Super Bowl champions know they're Super Bowl champions. We're playing like it was a mistake for us to be where we're at right now. We need to get it together. We need to get it together right now. Embarrassing. Now we got a hope. Now I still believe we're going to win the division. But this week we need everybody else to lose to keep it at 2 wins. We don't got a full week of practice. That may play well for us because I think Saquon hurt himself at the end of that Giants game. But we don't got a full week of practice. We primed to get an upset pulled on us. We primed for the Giants to beat us. That game is a bigger game than we know now. For both teams. For both teams. That game is bigger now. I got to watch the Cowboys game. Hope the Cowboys lose. But congratulations to the Minnesota Vikings, man. Once again, Nick Diaz, skull, whatever. You win your little bet. I'm not going to do no jumping around. I ain't no clown. I honor my bet, though. And you still ain't got no rings, Minnesota. You still ain't got no rings. So only feel good for a week. Only feel good for a week about yourself. We made you Week 5 champions. Good for you. We made you Week 5 Super Bowl champions. We can't keep giving out gifts to teams who ain't never did shit. We can't keep doing it. Making bums feel good. We made the Titans feel good. We made the Buccaneers feel good. Now we made the Vikings feel good. Those 3 franchises who don't do nothing. Terrible, man. Terrible effort, man. Terrible play calling by Doug in the beginning of that game. We got to watch this Dallas game and hope the rest of the division loses. I got to break down the film and break down why this keeps happening to my club. I got to break it down. I don't believe it, man. I don't believe it, man.